So I was on Instagram today, and this was on my For You page. And I wanted to know who this gentleman was and what happened. So I dropped down in the comment area, and this is what I read. Someone said, "What happened to him? He looks so healthy. Condolences." And another person said he was pew and unalived by his neighbor in Milwaukee. So I was like, what? So, of course, y'all know me. I did my investigation. And let's take a look into Dr. Bowden's life. So, details emerged after dental surgeon Dr. Bowden fatally pew by a neighbor in an argument. Dr. Bowden, a 41-year-old dental surgeon, was pew on April 19th at his Brown Deer apartment complex after confronting neighbor about noise. So a 27-year-old woman was arrested in connection with the pew, but the district attorney has not yet filed charges. The apartment building's property manager claims the woman was frightened and acted in self-defense, while Bowden's fiance disputes this account. Bowden's fiance described him as a dedicated dental surgeon serving underserved communities and a loving family man. This is Bowden here and his fiance. Dr. Bowden and his fiance, Teresa Bell, were inseparable the last 9 years. But on the night she wasn't at the Brown Deer apartment the couple shared, Bowden decided to confront a neighbor about a loud noise and ended up unalived. Now, there was an interview taken on April the 23rd, and it stated that he and his fiance were set to marry later on this year. And it was also said she doesn't have all the details of what happened that night, but the Milwaukee County District Attorney Office has been in contact with her. Bell said the incident was sparked by a noise complaint. She doesn't know the woman who was arrested, and she's upset that the property manager at the apartment complex sent a letter to the tenants describing the incident, which was apparently captured all on video. Now, the apartment complex is managed by Carademon's management. Now, their office declined to comment on April 23rd to the Journal Sentinel, but David Carademon sent a letter to the tenants on Easter Sunday, as first reported by Channel 12. So basically, the apartment manager sent letters around to all the tenants, letting them know that he was writing them on Easter Sunday, telling and describing the incident, saying that there was noise and the neighbor came around to the apartment because the noise bothered them. Now, also, the apartment manager says that he had no prior knowledge to any of disputes by Dr. Bowden and the woman. Both of them were very long-term tenants. He also went on to say that I have an on-site caretaker for exactly this kind of situation, but the resident from the lower unit decided to take matters in his own hands, Carademus added. According to our camera, he went up to the apartment himself and began aggressively banging on the door and even kicking it. The woman on the other side of the door became frightened and wrongfully presumed that she was about to be assaulted. She grabbed the pow, she opened the door, and she pew one single shot at what she mistook for an attacker. Sadly, the wound was fatal. Gone fairly too soon. This could have happened to anybody. We all have lived in apartments possibly before where there was noisy, and some people may take things into their own hands. Child, I don't go to the neighbor house knocking on their door. When I did live in an apartment, I just be like, oh Lord, let me just tune it out. But you just never know this day and age. Everybody has a pew, and we got to be very, very careful. Anyway, this story really interests me. Drop down in the comment area. Do you live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Have you heard about this incident? Did you see this on Instagram? Because that's where I saw it. Continue to keep this family uplifted in prayer as they lay their family member to rest. Here first, where Kimmy's World is your world.